And of course we have like the Quince NICU t-shirts and stuff we do for Give Back for NICU. And so there's a lot of NICU Give Back that we support and do. And hopefully if you've seen all these pictures that I've been sharing prior to with the Quince, yeah, they're little miracles. And I am reminded of a song, Lindsay, not a movie, a song, that is Brandon Lake, and he uses the words, "Don't tell me he can't do it." So I feel like our minds and our worldly views can't comprehend, because we can't, the work and the power of God. And I sometimes forget, often, how blessed and how amazing and how powerful God is. And so we need these reminders because we forget, right? So we need to be constantly in the Word because we forget, just like we have to tell our children rules over and over again. And even as adults, we forget things. And so sending encouragement to get in the Word and pray, because God's got you. If you seek and you call on His name, He will be there for you. And a life I never thought I'd have and live, but here I am today. I just still every day am reminded by something just so small. And if you go through the NICU, you get, there's triggers you have, just like anyone who's kind of gone through any form of trauma or hardships and challenges. There are things that trigger you, and they don't all have to be bad, but I am reminded every single day by small little things that no matter how hard it is to be a mom of six and the struggles across the board, I'm so thankful, and I give all my praises to God, because He's put me here, He's given me this life, and I want to make Him proud, and I want to show that His goodness through this story. But it honestly has, I want to be able to show my story and tell people what God's done in our life. But it's taken me like a really long time to like really process like those feelings, because I'm not an emotional person. But these last couple weeks have been a lot's been going on in the just bubble of people around us and stuff. And so I just want to get better at sharing. And there's been so much beauty in God's work in our life, and I don't think that the world sees it the way that I want them to see it or want them to hear it. And so I'm gonna try to work on that. That's gonna be a goal. It's like, I want to show Jesus to you following me. I want you to know Jesus. Social media, TV, all the things, it's just, everything has its own way of getting captured and shared. But I am going to work on the heart of Danielle Busby, the mom, quintuplets and 6 girls, and the beauty of the story. I feel like it's missed so much, but it's very, very hard for me to grasp like how to and do this, but I feel called to, and I love sharing our story. And I don't feel like I'm very good at it, but there's so much power in there. And I know there's so many of you that's suffering or infertility or loss or just tragedy, hardships, and I'm telling you, like, God's got you. You call on His name and He's got you. I could keep going on and on and on right here, but I'm gonna have to go take a shower. Because I have to actually go work and photo shoot today. But I don't know, I have felt weighted and a lot of heaviness recently about, God's pushing me to something, and I'm not quite sure what it is yet. But I'm going to trust in that. I'm going to follow that. And sometimes things are scary and we don't really understand But it's worth it. His presence and his name is powerful. So I don't know who needs to hear this or whatnot, but I don't know. I've lived it, and I've experienced miracles, and I've experienced them personal presence of God in my life, and I want to do better sharing that to y'all. So anyway, a lot to come. But there's a lot to come, and I don't know what it is, but we do share a story, social media. We share a story on Outdaughtered, and a lot of that is a big part of our life, and we do feel called to share our story, but that is a version of our story, and to hopefully bring joy and joy to people's homes. Okay, when you talk about TV and whatnot, realness and joy, but I'm talking about how can we get deeper. Why am I even telling y'all this? Because this is not me. This is not this stuff's hard. But I don't know if it's a podcast, if it's a book, or like whatnot, but Adam and I are working on things, and we're going to get there. We're going to get to the heart of we're going to get to the heart. And we've had years of this life and years of I guess I've had to have lots of time to like process like the story and like the experience, and now it's kind of, how do we turn this into the purpose? What's the purpose? I don't know if we'll ever know the purpose, but I do know that we're called to share, and there is a purpose, and there's always something bigger. And Adam and I have always said there's something bigger, and there's something more than just what we are living in the life that we have. There's something more. And so, meaning there's something more to give. This is for a reason. We believe that. But anyways, I'm going to stop rambling my thoughts out loud and go inside and take a shower and get out of this robe in 100-degree weather, because it feels like 100 and it's 100.